What's good, YouTube? This your boy HoodFacts TV, man, and I'm back with another reaction, man. Like I told y'all before, man, I'm back on my Grizzy, man. You dig what I'm saying? About to get into another convicted killer, man, getting sentenced, man. But this one is a little different. He's not a rapper. He's just a regular person, you know what I'm saying? He's just a murderer, I guess, you dig what I'm saying? He asking the judge for a fair sentence, you dig what I'm saying? I don't know how you can try to get a fair sentence, you dig what I'm saying, for murder, you know what I'm saying? You the scum of the scum. You should be in jail for the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying? Unless you had to protect yourself, then, you know what I'm saying, murder is, you know what I'm saying, is valid. You dig what I'm saying? But other than that, if you're just going around killing people because you think you can, man, you need to be under the jail. You dig what I'm saying? I don't feel sorry for nobody that's going around just doing crazy shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? If you're not protecting your family, then I don't think a man should have a right to take a life. You dig what I'm saying? But like I always tell y'all, man, I'm not about to hold y'all up, man. If you're new to the channel, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boy. Turn the notification bell for yourself, so you can get all the dope videos that I drop, man. And if you're an artist and you want me to do a reaction to your video, man, or you want me to do a reaction to a BFF artist or a Griselda artist, man, go ahead and drop it down in the comment, and I'm going to get right to it, man. Yeah, let's get into this video.
Keep me a rack on me, on me. Keep me a strap on me, on me. Niggas be rap police, police. Niggas be cap, no beef, no beef. My niggas, they stand in the streets.
I don't have too much besides, what the state is saying. I have something I'd like to read, and that's about it. Read it?
I just have something I like to read. That's about it. Like, come on, bro. You want yo? My thing is, how y'all want somebody to feel sorry for y'all, and y'all done took somebody's life, bro? Like, man, go ahead with all that, man. Come on, man. What's taking you so long? Spit it out, bro. You said you wrote it down. Like, what are you doing?
It was mainly, I wrote this already. It was addressing.
Is he crying? Are you trying? Yo, stop. Yeah, you about, yo, they gonna give you the business when you get there, bro. They gonna give you the business when you get there, bro. Especially if they see this on YouTube, bro. Because you acting like a little bitch right now. How you gonna kill somebody and you acting like this, bro?
To the court, or I'd like to address it, with the family, the court. I didn't know exactly how it was
You
going
can read it.
to proceed, so I wrote it, addressed in court, but family as well. It was, I first want to express my sympathy and deep condolences for the loss.
At this point, I don't even believe you. It took you a minute and 16 seconds to even get one word out. At this point, I don't believe you. It's all fake to me.
Louis Garcia. The last 4 years have been a tough time, not only for Louis and his family, but everybody that was involved in the situation. I considered and still do consider Louis a dear friend of mine, who enjoyed many things together: church, prayer, dinner together. It's a sad thing.
Oh, so he either killed his girlfriend or his wife. You really a scumbag. You really the lowest of the low. Like, come on, bro. Somebody that you supposed to protect, you done took out. Like, come on, what type, man? Listen, dude, come on, man.
That this world brings to us. We have to get through this as God and the people it brings to us. Sometimes I sit and question myself why certain things happen as they do. It brings me to a point that the fact that God has our best interests in mind. I know one day God will restore us and bring our hearts back together.
Listen, bro. God definitely gonna forgive you. Forgive your soul if you really genuine about it. But God didn't cause you to do that, bro. That was the devil in you. That gave you that split decision to take this young lady's life, bro. Please, this is what I hate when people try to use God. You dig what I'm saying? Like, bro, just stand up on what you did, bro. Just hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Understand that you trying to get a fair prison sentence and all that, bro. But all that, the way you acting, like, bro, stand up like a man and ask for it.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. That was it? Wait a minute. That was it? Did you say I'm sorry? Or I'm bugging? Did he say I'm sorry or I'm bugging? Yo, because, like, bro, you could have kept that, bro. You could have kept that, bro. Like, I'm sorry, man. I hope the judge just rip you a new one. Let's go.
Okay. Anything further from the state?
Nothing here.
Okay.
No. And when you get a moment, may I address court about something? Just one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
With the
Yeah, this guy is bugging. He forgot to say something that he's going to say, and it's going to sound stupid coming out his mouth. The lawyer trying to tell him, yo, boy, shut up, man. Sit down. Sit your ass down, boy. You bugging, man. You sound stupid. You mumbling at the mouth. None of this that you said makes sense. It might have made sense last night when you wrote it in your cell, but it don't make sense right now, bro. It sounds like a bunch of jibber jabber. Just sit down, man.
So I know, obviously reading the state's memorandum about asking for, the sentencing and the factors of, what they consider to be true. The only thing I have to say about that is, I just ask the court, I guess to trust your judgment to deem what is fair and right, based on the facts of what you believe. And I know they obviously the prosecutor and they're looking one way, and I know there's always sometimes different sides. I know normally the defense would be saying something, we would want this or this or this, there's so many years, in regards and respect to what they're offering, they're offering 4-year life, and I'm assuming my attorneys were offered something, probably try to get lower. That's not what I'm really asking them. What I'm asking is, like I said, the prosecution has one side, and they're dealing with it from, one view. And I just asked, try to, and I know you will, and that's why I trust your judgment, that, just consider everything. And I'm not gonna put a number out there, because I'm not the judge here yet.
Oh boy, the judge is about to bang you in the head, bro. Don't tell him how to do his job, bro.
You're fair in your judgment, so I'm just gonna trust that and whatnot, whatever you deem is fair and right, that's all.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Castiglione, would you please stand? And just for the benefit of those in the back of the courtroom, all my letters and all my stuff is electronic, so that's what I've been looking at up here. It's not staring off into space. I'm reading through the letters and everything that have been submitted electronically. Why something happened. And from there, I can usually proceed to figuring out how to address why it happened. Sometimes it's because of substance abuse, sometimes it's because of mental health issues, sometimes it's because of the personality traits of the people involved. And so I always am, at an intuitive level, drawn to trying to figure out why a crime occurred. And it doesn't matter whether it's shoplifting, doesn't matter whether it's an assault or possession of drugs. And as many have articulated much better than I have, or could, the question of why, in this case, just remains unanswered. And I've considered all the facts that I heard at trial in this case in trying to figure out what the appropriate sentence is without being able to answer the question why. And I think it's very unsatisfying for everybody in this case. I think there are a lot of people that would like to know why. Family members, your sister sitting back there, would want to know why. I think it's just natural for us to try to understand how something happened. And we can't in this case, so it's left unanswered. When sentencing, the judge has to consider many factors. They're all outlined in the briefs. And I know that your previous attorney has made several objections to the PSI, which...
What's the PSI? What's the PSI, y'all? What is a PSI? Oh, maybe a prison sentence? I don't know. If you know what PSI is, man, put it down in the comments, y'all. Let me know, man. I need to know what a PSI is, and I want to know what state he sentence is. And this kind of look like the judge that I did a reaction to about the XXX Tentacion case. It looked like the same judge. It talked like him. I'm gonna go back and see if it's the same judge. And if it is, he kind of smooth. I like how the way he talk. But if it's not, this judge is smooth as well.
After reviewing the memo, I understand every one of the objections, and for the most part, agree with most of them. I'm not relying on the PSI in my assessment here. The facts I see, I kind of understand the trial a bit differently than I think the PSI narrative did. I've tried to define what I think are the characteristics in this case in fashioning the sentence. At the end of the day, I keep coming back to some facts that are, I think, very, very strong for the state. And that is a completely blameless, by all accounts, wonderful human being was murdered by firing around into his head of a kind of hollow point expanding bullet at very close range from behind. Those facts speak largely to me about kind of how this murder was carried out, without answering the question why. I actually don't need an answer to the question why in this case. At the end of the day, it was the jury found you guilty of taking the trigger, going behind Luis Garcia and pulling the trigger and murdering him.
Oh, excuse me. It was a guy. Excuse me. It was a guy. I don't know if they was lovers or what, but sorry about that. He definitely killed the guy, but you shot him in the head from the back too. Like, that's crazy as well. Like, come on, bro.
No signs of struggle, no signs of forced entry. And your family and Mr. Garcia's family are wrestling with why. How did this happen? I know there was some evidence about some disagreements at Bible studies, but I'm not convinced that played into this. One thing I'm not considering in sentencing is the suggestion of the state that you took no responsibility for this. I wouldn't consider that as an aggravating factor or mitigating factor or any factor at all that put the state to its proof. I also know that many of the family members were looking to you for some type of reaction and show of remorse. Sometimes I see that as the defendant, sometimes I don't. When I do see it, it means something to me. When I don't, I'm not sure how to interpret it, because I know a bit about you, Mr. Castiglione. I know you're on some, I'll call them heavy-duty medications, and sometimes that affects how people present and how they react to stress and how they look. it flattens their affect. And that's just a chemical process in the brain. And that may be true for you, it may not be true. So when I don't know, I don't automatically say it's lack of remorse. So I'm not quite sure. I know the family kind of talked about that, but I just want to explain why I don't personally attach as much significance to that, because I see many defendants who have no affect, and it's for reasons beyond their control.
You going, like, come on, bro. Like, let's get it. Let's get to the point, Judge. Like, come on, man. You see, you know he shot the man in the back of the head. You don't know why, man. It is what it is, man. Basically executed the man. Let's get to the sentencing, Judge. Let's talk about it, man.
The victim played a prominent role in his community. He played a prominent role in the lives of his family, and there's no way to replace that loss. And in that regard, he was unique among his peers and his family members. And I'm very much aware of what the victims have had to say and the family have had to say about his loss. And I really do empathize with that. It's very obvious. It's also remarkable to me that the family has an overwhelming level of forgiveness based on their deep religious faith, which quite frankly I find refreshing, because I don't see that all that often in this courtroom. A lot of compassion flows from this side of the aisle to that side of the aisle, and I think it actually goes the other way too, because there are no winners in this room right now. There are none. There's no one that's ever going to leave this room feeling good about themselves. I know I certainly won't. I've been a judge for a while. I've been a lawyer for almost 30 years, and I've handled thousands of criminal cases. I've prosecuted murders. I've defended murders. I've interviewed clients in jail. I've been on both sides, and I've seen a lot of cases. And this one is unique. This one's squarely unique. I can't reconcile how such a senseless act of violence happened. And it was extreme violence, gun violence, which is an aggravating factor.
Judge, I don't know, man. You sound like you gonna give him a light sentence for this murder case, bro. I don't know. It just seemed like you feel a little sorry for him because he was in church and the other guy was in church and they was close and you don't know why it happened, man. Murder is murder, Judge, man. I don't know if you feel a little sympathy for him or you was feeling good today, bro, but come on, man. Get to it, man. You kind of scaring me right now, bro. You scaring me right now, bro.
The sentence I've decided is based on balancing all the factors that I have to consider: rehabilitation, punishment, specific deterrence, general deterrence. For the most part, I agree with the state about the weight to be ascribed to each one of those factors in sentencing. I wish I could say that this is a clear case of mental health issues. I did press the state kind of hard early on about that in this case.
I don't think it's a mental health. I don't think it at all. That man knows exactly what he did, man.
I know that there are some at play in your life, Mr. Castiglione, but I can't really connect them to how this played itself out, other than religious beliefs, which I agree with the state. I can't really find that that's a mental illness. There may be something there. I don't know that explains this. So it's unmitigated violence and involving the death and quite frankly the murder at close range with a handgun of a blameless victim. I think punishment has to weigh heavily in this case. I think deterrence on gun violence has to weigh heavily in this case. And also it has to count for what has been lost by the family in this case. Actually both families, because he was a leader for both families. The sentence that I find appropriate after balancing all those factors and considering the factors is 42 years to life.
Yeah.
And I chose that 40.
Whoa. My bad. I apologize. Judge went crazy. He looked like he about, 30, maybe 20, maybe 28, 29, 30. He could be 70-something if he get his first parole. If they got parole, like I said before, yesterday during Florida, they didn't have parole. They don't got parole in Florida. You do life, you do life. You know what I'm saying? You get 10 in life, you do 10, I guess. I don't know. But let's see what he got to say, man. When he finished, damn, 44 to life. Sheesh. Might as well just give him life. Why not give him 50? Round it off with another 6 years.
42-year mark, because at parole, that'll be, with the pretrial confinement credit, you'll be released at 64 years of age, which is the date, the age that Mr. Garcia was.
So he was 28. He 28. No. Yeah. I think he 28. 44 years. He said he was 62. Let me say, damn. Let me say 20. 22. I think it's 22. I don't know. Either 21 or 22. He or something like that. He around that age. But he look old as hell. I said he was 30. I said he was 30 fucking 30. 28, 29, 30. This dude younger than that. That's what that stressor do, man.
Would be on the 22nd of August. I think that's appropriate in this case. So when you walk out, maybe you'll pick up where he left off. I don't know, but I think that's an appropriate sentence in this case. I'm recommending to the jail that you be screened for drug and alcohol treatment needs, because I know you need them based on my review of the jail disciplinary issues. And I think that's the appropriate sentence in this case. I'm going to endorse that order. Sir, you have a right to apply for sentence review. That's a panel of 3 judges. They can increase the sentence, they can decrease the sentence, or they can leave it alone. The clerk, when I adjourn here, is going to give you that notice, and you can apply for sentence review. Your lawyers are going to have 30 days to prepare a notice of appeal, which they'll do on your behalf. And I'm going to do that order when I leave here, so that the attorneys have clear guidance on what they can and can't do for post-conviction relief. I think that's the appropriate sentence. Court stands in recess.
Whoa. 44 to life. Big L. So even when and he got 20 years super parole vision when he get out. So and your life is done. You know, be on parole for the rest of your life. At least you'll be 60-something years old. You know what I'm saying? If you make it that long, you dig what I'm saying? You'll be alright, bro. Go in there and get healthy. Come home. You dig what I'm saying? And hopefully you don't do this shit again, man. And hopefully when you go in there, you don't get yourself involved in drugs and gangs, and you don't make it home, because 44 years is a long time, bro. So yeah, 44 and 22, you 22 years old. Be 62, yeah, 60, I think 62. But yeah, man, this has been another reaction, man. I'm not about to hold y'all up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for your boy. Hit that notification bell for yourself, so you can get more dope videos like this. You dig what I'm saying, man? And if you want me to do a reaction to your favorite BSF artist, your favorite Gazilda artist, or if you're an artist yourself and you want me to do a reaction to your video, go ahead and drop that comment, and I'm going to get right to it, man. Please hit that like button, man, so it can help my video get into the algorithm, man. And I appreciate you guys so much, all the new subscribers and all the old subscribers. And I'm up out of here, gang.